And here's another example of our universal translator.
Because when it comes to the defining challenges of our time, ya sea por el cambio climático, oportunidad económica oder die Verbreitung von Atomwaffen, dies sind gemeinsame Herausforderungen. Vermeio y cocontia cogitantamiento et hamon.
And we think the universal translator is perhaps the most impactful application we can have with synthetic media. Again, that video was created and it was not trained on Michelle Obama. It took just 5 seconds of her audio and 1 image of her face in order to make her speak 5 different languages. That means we have a universal application that can take any one of you in this audience right now and have you speak any language you've ever dreamed of with, again, perfect accuracy, perfect pronunciation. It will sound exactly like you, and it will even sync your lips, so you can present this video of yourself on social media, and people will think you actually speak Japanese or Korean or Mandarin or Ukrainian. And the power of that cannot be understated. We are creating a world without language barriers, where we are no longer divided by our nationalities, but rather can communicate and collectively organize on a national scale. And it's important to remember that with translations, we are making sure that what you say is true to your original intent. This is not misinformation. You are saying the same words in Spanish. And we think that that is a highly ethical application of synthetic media and something that entire governments can get behind.
Not only that, but media itself creates a huge amount of connection among people. So being able to watch the same movie, consume the same Instagram posts, anything with somebody across the world and not be bound by a language barrier helps people organize and connect and have a jumping off point.
I know I have a lot of cousins in India, and you know, I was born here in a small town in Oklahoma. They're from New Delhi. We don't have a lot in common, unfortunately, besides our heritage. But one thing we can connect on is wrestling. They are huge fans of Macho Man Randy Savage. They're huge fans of The Rock. And being able to share that connection by allowing the universal translator to dub and lip reanimate wrestling content allows us to finally connect on a cultural, personal level in ways that we wouldn't be able to otherwise. Now, unfortunately, when we talk about deepfakes and AI, we also have to talk about the threats. Now, it can't be understated here that while we do believe an ethical AI future exists, and it's something we're working very hard to create, not everyone agrees with us. There are a lot of ways to create synthetically generated content, and a year ago it required a degree in machine learning, a high-powered GPU, and a lot of data sets. But over the past year, and even just last month, people have released a wide variety of tools that allow people to create really, really cutting-edge vocal synthesis where you can control anyone's face or voice with just, again, a 5-second clip, right? And here are a few examples that many of you might have seen. Again, if we could get some technical help here.
Hello, everyone. As you know, our FTX exchange is going bankrupt. But I hasten to inform all users that you should not panic. As compensation for the loss, we have prepared a giveaway for you in which you can double your cryptocurrency. To do this, just go to the site ftxcompensation. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, and so obviously that's a scam, right? But that fooled enough people where they were fooled out of over $10 million in just a week. People saw that, thought it was real, that thought they could get their money back from FTX, and they were scammed again. And that presents a repeating pattern of what's happening again and again. The ability to create synthetic content in ways that can't be detected with humans' eyes, right? You see this post on Instagram, you're not looking for a scam, you think it's real, right? Over 2022, just last year, over $100 million was scammed out of people with deepfake tools. And that number is projected to grow, it's projected to double every year for the next 5 years. It's very possible that by 2026, we can see more than $1 billion being scammed using deepfake tools if people aren't careful. And here's an example of how it's actually done.
How to easily deepfake any video. I recently did a deepfake video of Andrew Tate. This is how I did it. First, I found the video that I wanted to do a deepfake on, and I downloaded it off of YouTube. Then I found a picture of Andrew Tate, and I downloaded that off the internet. I then installed the Reface app on my phone. There I had the option to upload the video I was looking to deepfake on, and then I selected Andrew Tate's picture. It only lets you do 15-second segments at a time, so I did it all in little sections, and then I stitched it all together in my video editing program and exported the final product. It won't change the audio in the video. You can do that with other services, but I didn't want to take it that far. This was a great learning experience. I'm using more and more mobile and AI technology to speed up processes for more important videos.
Right, and so that's an example of how anyone can create a deepfake video of you, again, with just one picture. So how many of you have ever posted on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or sent a picture on WhatsApp? I'm assuming all of you have. Your face is out there, and you are at threat of a deepfake attack. All of our leaders, all of our business leaders, every president of every bank can be deepfaked, their face with high accuracy. And we've seen this happen already in the Ukrainian war. Again, I think we might need play button over there.
Українці, шановні захисники.
This video went viral at the start of the Ukrainian war. And for those who don't speak Ukrainian, like my co-founder here, this video is a video of President Zelensky calling for the Ukrainian people to lay down their arms, to surrender. And while this was quickly debunked, it took the work of crypto-linguists to be able to determine with 100% accuracy that this is not the president of Ukraine because his accent was incorrect. And we can get into this a little bit later on the call, on the presentation, but there are not enough linguists in the world to be prepared for the amount of deepfakes that are going to be coming out very, very soon.
And to add to that, that's a pretty big mistake to mess up the accent, but imagine if they'd gotten it right. It's scary.
And we're already seeing more advanced versions of these videos pop up, mostly around Europe and Poland. The amount of deepfake misinformation going on in nearby NATO countries to the Ukrainian war is immense. They are being hosed down with deepfake misinformation. In fact, it harkens back to a technique used during the Soviet era called the fire hose of misinformation, where Russian propaganda, Soviet propagandists would actually just create massive amounts of misinformation. And so it's less about believing this to be real, and it's more about not knowing what's real and what's fake.